Everything you knew about happiness is wrong. You're doing everything wrong. Yes, you heard me right. Everything you've been told about finding peace and happiness is completely off. And today we're diving deep into the 25 Stoic principles that will not just change your perspective, but revolutionize your entire life. Stop scrolling, and let's jump into why these ancient teachings are more relevant today than ever. Mornings are magical, aren't they? A fresh start, a new beginning. But what if I told you that most of us waste this precious time worrying about things that don't matter? Imagine if you could rewire your mind every morning to tackle the day with unshakable peace and focus. That's where Stoicism comes in, a philosophy that's been guiding people to live their best lives for centuries. Think about it. Every morning we have a choice. We can either let the stress of the day ahead weigh us down, or we can embrace the opportunity that a new day brings. Picture yourself waking up tomorrow, feeling calm, centered, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. How different would your day be if you started it with a Stoic mindset? But here's the kicker. The real magic of Stoicism isn't just about how you start your day, it's about mastering the art of reflection every night. Think about it. When the world quiets down and you're alone with your thoughts, that's when your fears and anxieties start to creep in, right? Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said it best. It's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. Have you ever noticed how everything feels a bit more intense at night? The worries you brushed off during the day suddenly become all-consuming. The little things that didn't seem like a big deal now feel like mountains you have to climb. But here's the thing, nighttime isn't your enemy. It's actually your ally. It's your time to reflect, to process, to make peace with the day that's passed and prepare for the one to come. Imagine using that time to really dig deep into your thoughts. Instead of letting your fears take over, what if you use the quiet of the night to question those fears, to challenge them? This is what the Stoics practiced, a kind of mental cleansing every night. By doing this, you don't just prepare for sleep, you prepare for life. Now, here's something no one's told you yet. Every morning you have a chance to be the hero of your own story. But let's face it, most of us wake up and immediately drown in a sea of stress, emails, and social media notifications. We're letting life happen to us instead of grabbing the reins. But what if you decided to wake up with purpose? What if every sunrise was a signal to be the best version of yourself? Let's break it down. When was the last time you woke up and truly felt grateful? Not just for the big things, but for the small moments, the warmth of your bed, the quiet of the morning, the simple act of being alive. The Stoics believe that gratitude is the foundation of a good life. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing the good in what you already have. And here's the crazy part. When you start your day with gratitude, everything changes. You're no longer chasing after happiness because you realize it's already within you. That's the power of Stoicism. It teaches us to find contentment in the present moment, to appreciate what we have right now instead of always looking for more. So tomorrow morning, before you do anything else, take a moment. Breathe in, breathe out, and say thank you for this day. Thank you for another chance to live, to learn, to grow. This simple act of gratitude can set the tone for your entire day, turning challenges into opportunities and stress into strength. Here's the secret. Start your day by asking yourself, what's the one thing I can do today that will bring me closer to my goals? It's about setting the tone, folks. Every morning is a new beginning, and with it comes the chance to appreciate what we have, nurture our relationships, and most importantly, choose happiness. But let's not stop there. The Stoics didn't just focus on the morning. They believed in living each moment with intention. Imagine if you carried that same sense of purpose throughout your entire day. How would your interactions change? How would your work improve? How much more fulfilled would you feel? The Stoics had a principle called memento mori, which means remember you will die. Now, I know that sounds a bit dark, but stay with me. This isn't about being morbid. It's about reminding ourselves that our time is limited. When you realize that every moment could be your last, you start to see how precious each second really is. You stop wasting time on trivial things and start focusing on what truly matters. Speaking of what truly matters, let's talk about the value of time. We often forget that time is the most precious gift we can give or receive. It's something you can never get back. When was the last time you truly appreciated someone's time? So not just casually, but really understood the depth of their presence. Imagine this: a little boy waits up late for his dad, eyes drooping as he tries to stay awake. The door finally opens, and he eagerly asks, "Dad, how much do you make an hour?" His father, exhausted and irritated, dismisses the question. But the boy persists, wanting to buy an hour of his dad's time just to share a meal together. The father realizes the value of what he's been overlooking, his time. It's a wake-up call, folks. We're all guilty of this, letting time slip through our fingers without truly valuing it. Don't let your relationship suffer because you're too busy to appreciate the moments that really matter. Think about it. How many times have you been physically present but mentally checked out, whether it's at work, with your family, or even when you're alone, we're constantly distracted. But Stoicism teaches us to be fully present, to give our undivided attention to the moment we're in. Because honestly, the people in your life deserve more than just a fraction of your attention. They deserve the best of you, the real you, fully engaged and fully present. But let's get real. It's easy to say we should value time, but what about those of us who are caught in the cycle of constant complaining? You know who you are. The world feels heavy, nothing ever seems right, and complaining becomes second nature. Here's the harsh truth. Constant complaining rewires your brain for negativity. Every time you vent about something trivial, you're literally teaching your brain to expect and focus on the bad stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, there are times when it's completely natural and even necessary to express your frustrations. But when complaining becomes your go-to response, it's a problem. The Stoics believe that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. This doesn't mean you ignore your problems. It means you approach them with a mindset that seeks solutions rather than wallowing in self-pity. Let's do a little exercise. The next time you catch yourself about to complain, stop. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is yes, then figure out what you can do about it. If the answer is no, then let it go. Simple, right? But trust me, it's powerful. This small shift in thinking can make a huge difference in your overall happiness and well-being. So what's the solution? It's simple. Start viewing every challenge as an opportunity. Remember, nothing in life stays the same. Change is inevitable, and fighting it only makes you more miserable. Instead, embrace change. Grow with it, learn from it, and let it make you stronger. It's not about escaping your problems, but about facing them head-on with a Stoic mindset. Think of it like this: every change, every challenge is a chance to become a better version of yourself. You don't have to love every part of the process, but you do need to respect it. That's where true growth happens. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who had everything: success, wealth, and influence. But when he lost it all, instead of breaking down, he saw it as an opportunity to rebuild. He didn't just get back on his feet. He became stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. That's the power of Stoicism. It's not about avoiding pain or failure. It's about using those experiences to fuel your growth. Now, imagine applying that same mindset to your own life. What if you saw every setback as a setup for something greater? What if you used your failures as stepping stones to success? This is what the Stoics taught us: to see the silver lining in every cloud, to find the lesson in every loss. And here's the part no one talks about: responsibility. No, not the burdensome kind, but the kind that empowers you. Stoicism teaches us that we're responsible for our reactions, our emotions, and ultimately, our happiness. Stop blaming the world for how you feel. Take control. Own your emotions. Own your decisions. Because when you do, you stop being a victim of circumstance and start being the architect of your own life. But here's the catch: it's not easy. Taking responsibility means you have to be brutally honest with yourself. It means admitting when you're wrong, learning from your mistakes, and making better choices moving forward. It's about being accountable for your own life, no matter what challenges come your way. Think about it like this: you are the captain of your ship. The sea may be rough, the storms may be fierce, but you are in control of how you navigate those waters. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. That's what Stoicism is all about: taking control of your life, even when everything around you feels chaotic. So the next time you wake up, remember this: every morning is a new chance to start over, to be better, to live a life aligned with your true values. The Stoics knew this thousands of years ago, and it's just as powerful today. Don't waste another day caught in the same old patterns. Embrace these principles and watch as your life transforms from the inside out. This is your moment, your opportunity to break free from the past and step into a future where you are in control. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about living a life that reflects who you truly are, not who the world expects you to be. Now, if you made it this far, here's the deal. Let's start a conversation. Drop a comment below with the one Stoic principle you're going to apply today. And hey, if you're ready to take control of your life, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another mind-opening video. Your journey to a new life starts now. Are you ready?